It was a peaceful morning. Seven men sat at the table with their boss on the high chair. The maids brought in dishes one by one prepared by the chef as the members dug in. But their boss, he was different today. Dangerous, suspicious. He looked at his wife once, sitting on the couch who was already had her breakfast. She was pregnant. Jungkook was extra careful about her. He fed her first, gave her her supplements, and then helped her on the couch where she preferred. His eyes shifted back to the dishes on the table. The six other men were his most trusted. They have known him for too long to notice the little changes in his behavior. Taehyung placed down his fork. Jimin held onto his chair, and Seokjin shoved a bunch of cookies in his mouth. He was not going anywhere on an empty stomach. JK, hmm, I can do it too. Namjoon, do what? JK, make these. He pointed his finger at the dishes served before him. The entire mansion fell silent when Jungkook stood up from his chair, eyes sharp, voice firm. JK, I'm cooking today. All of them froze. Some of them choked onto their drinks. One brave soul, Jimin, cautiously put down his fork. Jimin, boss, maybe. JK, I said what I said. Yoongi, do you even know how to hold a knife properly? JK, I'm a master at that. Taehyung, using knife on people and using knife on onions is just like jhope and bugs. They both never go along. Across the room, Vine sipped on her juice, watching like an entertained queen as Jungkook's men desperately tried to stop him. Jimin, boss, let us cook. You have better things to do, like running an empire. Yoongi, the kitchen is no place for you. Seokjin, if you're cooking more, then can I take your meal? JK, are you all questioning my ability to make a simple meal for my pregnant wife? Taehyung, ma'am, please. He turned to Wine. All of them broad, muscular, dangerous, looked like her lost children, asking for her to save them from an upcoming disaster. Wine, I think it's cute. She shrugged, smiling. The men groaned in defeat. With no other choice, Jungkook stormed into the kitchen. His men exchanged worried looks before following in a tight formation, prepared for damage control. It started off simple enough. Jungkook stood in the middle of the grand kitchen, sleeves rolled up, confidence radiating out of him. His men hovered around, eyes wide, hands twitching, ready to intervene at a moment's notice. JK, move! I need space. Jimin, should we call the fire department now or wait? He whispered into June's ear. June, Stay still. The fire won't kill you, but the boss will. And JK, first, we job. He grabbed an onion. Yoongi, he don't even need it. Taehyung, boss, do you need help with that? Jungkook shot him a pointed look. He then gripped the onion in the air like it was an enemy. He picked up the knife and thong. Everybody flinched. The knife was now launched deep into the cutting board. Seokjin. Hashtag disappointment. Jungkook ignored him and continued chopping. The onion pieces flew everywhere, some landed in the sink, some on the floor. He kneed himself. Satisfied. JK. Not bad for the first try. Jimin. Ma'am, are you seeing this? Ryan. He's really trying. I'm proud of him. Next came the oil. Jungkook turned on the stove and poured way too much oil into the pan. His men teased. Namjoon. Boss, that's JK. Don't talk. It distracts me. Namjoon wanted to take wine and flee from that instant. But he stayed. No way. His boss couldn't be that big of an idiot. He had faith in his boss. Seconds later, the oil started smoking. Jungkook, unfazed, reached for a piece of raw meat. He threw it in, and boom! The oil exploded in a burst of flames. Chaos erupted instantly. All of them yelled different things at once with the same context. Fire! Get the extinguisher! Abort mission! Abort mission! Jimin grabbed the fire extinguisher but tripped over Taehyung, both of them crashing onto the floor. Seokjin ripped off his jacket and began waving it wildly. Namjoon? He was just screaming, his last bit of faith vanishing into thin air. It should have never existed. Ryan, meanwhile, sat calmly on the couch, sipping her juice, highly entertained. Jungkook still holding the band's skull. Check it, it's fine. The fire alarm blared. Yoongi, it's not fine, sir. I'm calling for backup. Please watch with your eyes open. He deadpanned with bored expressions in the midst of fire and chaos. By the time the fire was extinguished, the kitchen looked like a war zone. Black smoke, overturned bowls, shattered plates. Jungkook standing in the middle of the mess, crossed his arms deep in thought. Then he sighed and shook his head, reaching the conclusion. JK, the stove betrayed me. Namjoon, deadass, drilled a hole in his head with his glare. His boss is incredible when it comes to business, but he was never entering the kitchen again. Namjoon, sworn. JK ignored him and turned to Wine. JK, baby, I tried. She grinned, walking over to kiss his cheek. Wine, you did amazing, love. His man gaped at her in disbelief. June, what part of this was amazing? Jhope immediately covered his mouth, all of them sighing in relief that their boss didn't hear it. JK, see? My wife believes in me. He smirked. Jimin, I can't do this anymore. He laid on the floor, filled in smoke. Under him was Taehyung, who was still recovering from whatever happened. Yoongi, yes, sir. Another kitchen repair. No, it's not an attack. It's just our boss. He said on the phone call. Namjoon dragged all of them out, waiting, letting the male handle his mess. Out of all people, Seokjin was the happiest. Got to send his boss on a war and eat his meal behind his back. He called it smart work. Wine pecked his cheek and thanked him for trying, both of them getting lost in providing their child with affection and some romance between them, while the members desperately tried to have their breakfast finished before some monster started demanding.